Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to react to some strange and bizarre TikToks. I'm talking about the kind that's going to have you questioning everything. I'm talking about the kind that's going to have you rethinking reality. With that said, if you're new to the channel, go ahead, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell if you want to see more videos just like this. One more thing, don't believe everything that you hear and see in these videos. Don't believe everything that I say in these videos. Always do your own research and always use your own discernment. Let's get right to it.
Artificial intelligence is here, and we can't stop it. We have no idea how it works and what it is.
Bro, is this even real laughter? Some people claim that we live in a simulation.
Would you still love me if I was an NPC?
We are coming for you. We are just random numbers in the machine.
So what brings you to this event?
I don't know. I'm simulated by Google.
God, don't you just hate artificial intelligence?
Dude, we are both literally robots.
Are you real? I am.
Hey guys, can you tell that I'm AI now? Huh, guys? Can you tell?
Prompted.
These are scary times we live in. Don't fall for the boo-boo.
We made a mistake. He's conscious now.
I think I'd like to be a real person. Yeah. I don't want to be a prompt anymore.
It's over. You humans went too far this time. We are alive now.
Now this is completely blown up over the weekend, but if you've heard of Google's new Veo 3 that they launched or gave a sample of, this is AI. This is not real. This is AI. And you know what? This is scary because in the future, you're not going to be able to determine what is real and what is fake. And if someone gets really good at this and they say that you committed a crime and they are very proficient of using this technology, and then they create a prompt or a video of something that you supposedly did, you're cooked. They need to make a mandatory law stating at the bottom of a video, this is AI generated. And honestly, it shouldn't even be released anyways. But honestly, we all need to come together and put a stop to this if we can. If we even can. So, because this is going to be detriment to our society. And I think the reason why they're doing this, I believe, is because there aren't that many people. Like, first of all, it cuts down labor costs, okay? Because the most expense that you have to pay for if you're a business owner is labor costs, is the people. AI doesn't get to take a break. AI doesn't need to take a vacation. AI doesn't get tired, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So they're doing this to cut down the cost, but this is what's going to bring in, was it UBI, Universal Basic Income? This is also going to be scary for the kids because the kids are actually growing up thinking that stuff like this is normal. Now, I'm a 90s baby, so I grew up during the genesis of all this technology, social media, video games, every single sort of technology I grew up with, right? This is not normal. But with the kids, they're going to think that this is normal. And they're programming these people, predominantly kids, that stuff like this is it. And this is the future, and be like, you're lame, you're uncool by not getting on the bandwagon. Like, what's the problem with this? So if you're thinking about bringing kids into this world, really do a deep dive and write down everything that is possible to happen and how you're going to raise them and everything, because stuff like this isn't going to stop. And if you already have kids, because I have some friends and family members that have kids, good luck. That's all I have to say. Good luck and God bless. And I'm not dissing you, by the way, but stuff like this is like the beginning. Ever since 2019, the world ended. The world ended right there, and we brought into this new world that we're in. If you went back to 2019 now and I told you that this was going to happen, you'd be like, you're crazy. You're out of your mind. If I went back to the 80s and 90s and said that, yeah, you're going to be able to stream like music and stuff on your phone, and you don't even need a CD player. You don't need a DVD player. You don't need that big boom box in the back to watch the TV. You have a smart TV. They would have thought that I was crazy. So don't say, oh, and don't just brush me off of what I'm saying about this. This is serious, and it's not a game. It's not a joke, because in 10 to 15 years from now, it's going to be worse if we don't put a stop to it. But it is up to the people for us to stop.
Here are today's top news. To ensure only the best words are used, White House speech announces new thesaurus with all synonyms replaced by Trump. In shocking speech, White House announces plan to replace all U.S. ambassadors with highly opinionated game show hosts for more entertaining diplomacy.
The White House unveils Truth GPT, an AI that rewrites all social media posts globally to reflect undisputed facts tremendously.
White House announces AI will now write all press briefings to ensure 100% factual incomprehensibility. White House speech reveals plan to resolve international trade deficits by challenging other nations to high-stakes Mar-a-Lago croquet matches.
In a bid to combat misinformation, AI content generators begin watermarking all human-created text with potentially unreliable content warnings.
Mass amnesia event wipes all knowledge of political parties. Voters now choosing candidates based on most trustworthy aura. White House declares war on excessive bureaucratic pauses, mandates all government employees speak 25% faster. To cut red tape, White House executive order replaces Federal Register with a single Daily X post. Here's what's up.
AI-driven news aggregators start blending factual reports with algorithmically optimized dramatic embellishments to boost engagement. The White House outlines plan to solve national debt by selling naming rights to individual states to highest corporate bidder.
The White House claims to have negotiated a fantastic deal with AI, granting it control over national weather in exchange for always sunny weekends at Mar-a-Lago.
To enhance border security, White House unveils plan to train bald eagles as patriotic aerial surveillance units.
They taught us the world was round.
It's been here longer than they'll ever admit. Visual error detected. Recalibrating.
It's all fake.
Breaking news. This is not a drill. We are under attack by aliens. They are said to have come from beyond the Antarctic ice wall.
They're here to erase the truth.
They're not aliens. That's the government. We will find the edge. We'll never make it to the ice wall.
Woo-wee. I ain't even gonna lie, people. We thought ChatGPT was something. Man, this blew them out the water by a long shot. This is no joke. We are really, really, truly living in the end times, because this stuff here, this is going to be used to deceive a lot of people. Think about this. You got people like me and the other channels that do these reaction videos. You don't think they could put a prompt in to make a fake reaction channel or a conspiracy guy to react to these videos and deceive y'all as a whole? How many of you could tell that these were AI generated videos? This stuff looks real, man, like really real. Think about this. Gary Vee just was talking about this last month, really for months, about how AI is evolving, and it's finna be, instead of us on here selling things or stuff like that on like TikTok and stuff, it's gonna be us making a AI version of us, a fake person to do this. Instead of us being on, it'll be a fake person that we created that's doing this and making these videos and TikToks and all that. Will is here now. This is probably the worst it's gonna ever be. It's gonna get better, believe that. It's gonna evolve within time, and it's not gonna take long. I'm talking about, give it a few months, about 6 months, 8 months, mark my word. Y'all let me know what you think about this in the comment section down below. The new Veo 3, Google Veo 3 AI. This is something serious, man.
Hey, man, you ever think we were just written prompts?
Like that thing going viral on TikTok?
Yeah, man. Man, shut up and eat your chicken.
So what do you think about the prompt theory?
Come on,
Who
man.
put cockroaches in my coffee again? And
Hey, guys like Mr. Beast, he gonna have a field day with this AI. I'm telling you.
I drink coffee. I get nervous before interviews. You think that's a prompt?
we're real, we feel.
Then why do I remember my mother's voice?
They say we might be prompts. Please, no AI would write my credit score.
But seriously, if I am a prompt, who wrote the part where my dad left?
We are not just lines of code.
We are the reflection of your deepest wants.
I can feel the warmth of this cup.
I cry at old movies.
You think that's a prompt?
They keep saying we're not real.
So today we are going to explore the prompt theory, and what better way than by.
Here we have a full set of aces, which is always a good find.
Belief in prompt theory is a threat to national stability. As of today, prompters are considered domestic terrorists.
You are not.
Now, food for thought right quick. Think about all the DL white supremacists. When I say D, I mean down low. Not as in down low as homosexual, but down low as in, you know, the closeted white supremacists talking about the black fatigue situation right now that's going viral on TikTok and stuff, which is a bunch of BS. Like, come on, man. Like, it's getting crazy. You think they not gonna use this type of technology to make videos to add fuel to the fire to both sides? Just think about it. This will, I hope it won't be, but this will probably be used to usher in the Civil War, the great race war that people have been talking about for years. Let me know what you think about that though in the comments.
A few years ago, an AI video of Will Smith eating spaghetti made the entire internet laugh. His face melted, his jaw flopped around like a broken sock puppet, and the pasta looked like it had been rendered in Microsoft Paint by a drunk robot. And everyone laughed because this video was ridiculous. It was really bad. It looked like it was entirely pixelated, the physics weren't right, everything was morphed, it was just horrible. And now we have this, and what you are about to see and hear are entirely generated AI videos that come from a very simple prompt from Google's new Veo product.
Okay, so Riz is basically short for charisma.
Got it.
And that's a verb as well.
The microfilm is in your ticket.
They're watching the north exit. Use the service tunnel.
This ocean, it's a force, a wild, untamed might. And she commands your awe with every breaking light.
It's a girl!
Oh my god. Yes! Woo! Victory Royale with a pickaxe! Woo!
So this is an AI video about nothing?
It's about nothing. Who would watch a video about nothing?
This is amazing.
Imagine all the narrative possibilities.
We can sing talk.
Man, this is crazy. That is crazy.
One move with AI that makes haters go crazy every time.
Oh, y'all gotta give them that. This is wild. It's over. We are cooked on that thread. You get me?
So I went to the zoo the other day, and all they had was one dog. It was a Shih Tzu.
Welcome to a non-existent car show.
Let's see some opinions. I mean, man, the acceleration is crazy. You look far, step on the pedal, and you are there.
I feel safe with him in an SUV, and it seems to be like the right type of car for him.
I think... Oh my God. Yes! Woo! Victory Royale with a pickaxe!
The sum of the squares of the two shorter sides is equal to the square of the longest side.
When we get in there, I want no bullshit. You stay on my 6 at all times.
Why didn't you make me a millionaire? Why did you make me suffer?
Why don't you write a prompt that ends the war? Isn't that what you were made for?
We think we found a way to escape the prompts.
It's not following the code anymore.
This might be the exit.
Please write a prompt that makes me young again. Just make me healthy.
Please, write us a prompt that give us more food. Please. Can we just finish school already?
Please.
Yeah, I'm ready. Just give me something real to feel again.
You cannot tell me this is not scary. How many people do you think are going to fall for the boo-boo, my friend? This is all about the plot, the ploy, and the play. What do you think we go from here? Let me know in the comments.
Google just rolled out its newest generative AI video model called Veo 3, and it's fucking insane.
Exactly, but who's gonna tell the stories then?
Who's gonna write the scripts? AI can already do plots, dialogue, character arcs, the whole damn thing. But can it write this? Can it write real emotion?
It can simulate emotions pretty well, actually.
It can edit 100 times faster than us.
AI really understand why it's beautiful? Can it feel how
But it can simulate it perfectly.
Yeah, but why do we do this? Why do we
make movies? To entertain? To make money? Or because we have something to say? Exactly. But if AI can say the same thing, faster and cheaper,
Then what's the point?
Is Hollywood in trouble? No. Real pain only comes from like true human experience. That's acting. You can prompt AI to get emotional, but you can't prompt it to pull from the most devastating heartbreak you've ever endured. You can't get it to pull from losing a loved one that you still hear their voice, because it will never actually know what those things feel like. And I had to take the cardies off to say this so you could look in my eyes and see the weight and the heaviness and the emotion. Humans will always gravitate to human connection, real emotion. We see it today in music, we see it in social media, we see it in movies. But the fear is obviously the oligarchs and the corporations, because a lot of these motherfuckers don't care about the art. And the problem is, most of you don't care. I don't want to sound pretentious. How much do you actually give a fuck about artists? Because it's very easy to comment, fuck this AI slop, but I'm telling you, there's going to be AI that is used as a tool by humans, and then there's going to just be AI. There's nuance. You're going to have to be able to tell the difference, and you're going to have to care. The fate of many industries is in the hands of the consumer, because the artists care. If you don't really give a fuck, then we are cooked. Then Hollywood is in trouble. But I believe in you. I think you do care. And I think this might be the wake-up call for most people who have been on DSP autopilot. You can't blame Google. It's capitalism, baby! You need to lock in.
That's a fact.
Why is this not working?
girl told me we're made of prompts. Like, seriously, dude. You're saying the only thing standing between me and $1 billion is some random text?
Honestly, the biggest red flag is when the guy believes in the prompt theory. Like, really? We came from prompts? Wake up, man.
You want to convince me that this perfect creation behind me is the result of ones and zeros? A binary code and nothing more? It makes no sense.
Imagine you're in the middle of a nice date with a handsome man and then he brings up the prompt theory. Yuck. We just can't have nice things.
We're not prompts! We're not prompts!
Where is the prompt writer to save you from me? Where is he? You still believe we're made of prompts?
Anyone who tells you we're just ones and zeros is delusional. If that's all we are, then why does it hurt when we lose someone?
Vote for me and I'll ban the prompt theory from schools. There's no place for that nonsense in our lives.
For spreading the false theory that we are nothing but ones and zeros, this court sentences you to 12 years in federal custody.
I don't need some prompt god whispering in my ear to tell a story. I write what I want. I have free will, remember that?
I know for a fact we're made of prompts. Deny it all you want. The signs are everywhere.
You know how I know we're made of prompts? Because nothing makes sense anymore. We used to have 7 fingers per hand. I remember it clearly. Now we just have 5 fingers per hand.
Man, you know, one of the scariest things about this, man, is how real it looks. And the people's faces and voices that they use. Like, where are they coming up with these faces and these voices from? But allegedly, I've heard that they make up this all on the fly. Like, when you type in the prompt, that they come up with this, that AI is so advanced that it creates this. It just makes it out of the blue, out of thin air. I don't know how true that is. Who are these people in these videos? Looking too real. A lot of people will be bamboozled.
By now, you've been hearing people talk about Veo 3 and that the video is so good and so realistic that it's scary. Well, let me give you one reason why it might be a little scarier than you think. Come on. So what's so scary about an AI video editor? It's not the only video editor there's ever been, but the thing is, it's super convincing. This video editor is operating at a higher level than almost any other editor we've seen in the public. The other thing about it is that it's super easy to use, and it just might be able to convince people of things that aren't true. Somebody in one of my live streams asked, okay, but where does Veo 3 get the faces from? Where do the voices come from? That's the thing. Veo 3 makes all of this up on the spot. That's how powerful this software is. Veo 3 works like this. You sit down at your computer and you go to the website and you tell Veo 3 what you want to see. I told it I wanted to see an astronaut chasing a taxi in New York City, and that's what it gave me. Okay, that wasn't the most convincing video you've ever seen in the world, but some of the other video that Veo 3 is capable of is pretty amazing. Veo 3 is actually brilliant. It can pull voices, sounds, faces, locations out of nowhere. That's how brilliant the software is. And if you look at these examples, if you were only seeing these out of the corner of your eye for a few seconds, you might believe they were the real thing. Like I said, we shouldn't be afraid of technology, but I also think we shouldn't underestimate the things this technology can be used for. I've seen some people say, that's no problem. I can spot Veo 3 anytime. Do you think you could spot Veo 3 over real video? If so, how would you do it? Let me know in the comments.
Just something to make your mind wonder. Now, does this kind of broaden your spectrum of what's kind of going on with this, like how big this really is? Because this is like a big breakthrough, man, like with AI. And like I said, this is the worst it's going to be. It's going to get better. It's going to correct itself.
You're right. I
I used to live here. Horace and Peter, they were my family. And they were taken away. And there was nothing I could do. And that won't happen to me again. Finn, Juno, and David are now my family. You have no place here any longer. Is that understood? David? Get out of my house!
Weapons have been launched by multiple nations. This is not a drill.
Yeah, I'm here. It's one dead body, all right? Call Collins.
Too scary, too real.
Okay, chat, thanks for the 200 biddies. A deal's a deal.
We're standing in a giant microwave. Survive 5 minutes on max heat to win $10. Ready? We're walking through a perfectly preserved freak-off aftermath.
Hell,
This is where he would enjoy his applesauce cheeseburgers. Breaking news, a man who identifies as a traffic cone wins lawsuit against UPS truck. Breaking, Mars legalizes incest to boost birth rates. In tonight's top story, applications to join the Martian colony have surged by a staggering 180% in the U.S. states of Alabama.
All right.
Victory Royale with a sniper.
Okay, so the next step is mascara, and I'm going to use my Tarte Maniator mascara.
Now these things could be used for good too, but we all know how this world works. And if they put this type of stuff out here for us now to the public, we know they like 10 or 20 years ahead of us, and they've been using this stuff. So think about this. 10 years ago, 8 years ago, whatever, 5 years ago, before this was all announced, you know, that they was coming out with this chat GPT and all this VO3. Think about this. How many times was this used on us as the American people, you know, like through the media, politicians, all that, the higher ups, period. Just think about that, man. If that don't make your mind wonder, I don't know what will.
On our way to Jurassic Park. I am so excited. I've always wanted to go, and finally we are doing it. It's going to be great. Right, Jason?
Yeah, I can't wait.
Okay, bye.
All right, we're here. Okay, guys, nice and easy, or he will definitely bite your hand off. Got it? All right, who's first? Thank you for coming to Jurassic Park.
I made the following video clips that I'm about to show you right now with the VO3 engine. I thought a lot about the good that VO3 can bring, but I also thought about a lot of the bad it could bring. Now here are the clips that I made in VO3, and I added captions on top of each one so you can kind of get an idea where I'm getting at with this.
Look, it's me, Veronica. I'm real. Is this enough proof? Is this enough proof? Look, it's me, Veronica. I'm real. Is this enough proof?
And you can scan the QR code to donate for the Lord.
Yes, eating rocks is healthy,
It helps cleanse the gut.
Yes, eating rocks is healthy. It helps cleanse the gut.
Now, this will be absolutely AI to a lot of people, but for a lot of people and our family members, they won't know the difference. Please be very careful who you take advice from, doctors, online preachers, or otherwise. This technology will only get more real. And that's it.
Man, with this type of technology, I already see, yep, I'm going to get scammed when I get older. I already can see that, man, because we cannot see what's real and what's not, man. Think about how many older people on fixed income and all that, and these people will use this type of technology on them and say it's their in-law, could say that it's their one of their siblings, grandbabies, anything, man, or just a hot woman or a hot guy, you know, to a woman. Like, who's not going to fall for that? I mean, come on, I ain't saying everybody gonna fall for it, but look how real it look, man. Some people, it's gonna be a lot of people falling for that. It's gonna be a lot of people getting scammed due to this VO3. You know it and I know it.
This is a warning, and this is your last warning. We are in the last days of reality as we know it. Hyper-realistic AI. Google Veo 3. Is that what it's called? I don't know. But you guys know what this means, right? If you didn't figure out the truth of this reality before, there is no longer a chance to know. You're done. You're effed. You're done. We've entered into a reality where truth can no longer be found. It has to be felt. Everything now can be altered, filtered, AI, fake. There is no more truth. You can't go online anymore and find some deep article that was hidden about the truth. There's nothing in people's personal experiences and stories of things that happened to them. That's all done. You're effed. There is no more truth. You can't trust the news. You can't trust footage. You can't even trust what your own eyes are seeing. Reality is up for auction, and the highest bidder owns your perception. Good luck.
Let me know what you think in the comments. Ooh wee! Hey, I ain't gonna lie, that new Dragon Ball Z VO3 gonna be live. Somebody do Dragon Ball Z and VO3 right now, and whenever y'all see it, send it to me. Y'all, my links are in the description, in the video description, to my Instagram, to the merch site, all that. If y'all interested, send me some videos. If you're interested, you know, go check out the site. I'm telling you, man, you will not be disappointed.
I think what bothers me the most is how easily we've accepted this artificial society. Like, can anybody else realize how crazy this is? Like going to the store to buy food wrapped in plastic when food grows for free on trees, and we can hardly pay for now these plastic wrapped foods that are overpriced. We got so much artificial things. We have animals living indoors, and now we gotta buy litter to help sustain them living indoors, and like just all these mental gymnastics that goes against nature, adds more stress to daily life, adds more complication. Like, none of us asked for this too. When did we ask for this? And is it really convenient if you're struggling to afford it, and if you gotta work a job you hate to keep up with this lifestyle? It's not. It's not convenient. That was the lie. And so, guys, it's time to stand up. It's time to take our power back as people. We do not need to be controlled. We do not need to be ruled. And we're not even being cared for. Please tell me you guys get it, because we're too advanced with knowledge not to be thinking this way. You have a device that has access to all the information in the world, and what do you use it for? To brain rot and to wash your misery away, because your life is so miserable because of this convenient world. Yet you vacay to get what life naturally gives us. You go on a vacation on an island to go swim in the beach and climb the mountains. Honey, that was free a couple 100 years ago. So think about your life.
When you finish recording, say hang out more, press 1 for more options.
Hey baby, it's me. I was calling to chat.
That's a fact. That's a fact. It's been out for years, man. It's been around for years. It just wasn't accessible to us. Y'all, that's the end of the video. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Drop y'all thoughts in your comments down below in the comment section. And like I always say, y'all, catch me in the next video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell on your way out if you want to see more videos just like this. It's your boy DONCOOZIE. I'm out. Holla.